Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got my yellow shirt on and my John Deere sunglasses on for my green subscribers. I've got my Case IH on for my red subscribers. But that really don't matter. Tonight, we're going to get dirty. And we're at the historic Waycross Motor Speedway for some dirt track racing, South Georgia style. Now I know some of my subscribers won't really care much for dirt track racing, and I understand that, but I have others that do. And so tonight we're spending some time with one of John's friends, the Dillon Turner out of Blackshear, Georgia, and he's driving what we call an E-Modified dirt track car. And this is the start of his feature, and this is the first time I've used my GoPro inside of a race car, so I'm learning the do's and don'ts of where to mount the GoPro. But anyways, Dillon is actually starting in first place. There's 7 cars in his feature race here, so he's starting first out of 7. And as I said in my intro, we're at the historic Waycross Motor Speedway that has been around since 1951. And it's actually one of the tracks that NASCAR used to come to back in the old days when they raced 5 days a week. The greats of Lee Petty and Tiny Lund and Fireball Roberts, they've all been here. And until recently, this track was an oil-based dirt, and a few years back they dug the oil-based dirt up and turned it into a clay track. So this is the first time I've been here since this has been done. You can see they just fired for lap 1, but you'll see the second place car come around quick before they get to the flag stand, so that brings the caution back out, as you see, to get him in check, because Dillon, being the leader, he gets to fire first when the green flag comes up. So they'll line him back up here and start again. You can see there Dillon just took one of his tear-off face shields off because of all the dirt that flies back up in their faces, which I was surprised that the GoPro lens didn't get covered in clay. But there's a reason for that, and I'll talk about that later in the race. So they're lined back up. Dillon's giving the flagman, that he's ready. Since he's the leader, he gets to decide when they're all ready to go. And here they're coming down the back straightaway, coming out of, this track is almost round. It's half a mile on the outside. So it's a small racetrack, but it is a fast racetrack. And that's one of the reasons they had to get rid of the oil base, because the track had got too fast, and the big name drivers were gun shy of it because it got so fast. So they had to do something to slow it down. So here they are firing for the second time. And you'll see coming down into turn 1, that car is just, that 57, he's got his act together. So that was a good start. And he just had way more horsepower than the rest of the field. He was in a class by itself. I don't remember his name, but kudos to him and his crew. They had that thing hooked up. But after showing this to Dillon after the race, he did not realize how much that he worked his hands. But you can see, as much as he's working them, the car's really doing what he wants it to do. And what you can't see behind him is the third place car stays anywhere a couple to 3 car lengths most behind him. So Dillon has his hands full trying to catch the leader and trying to hold off the third place car at bay for the whole race. On Dillon's left seat belt is, Dillon's wearing the chest mounted GoPro. You can see the white light right down there, and that's John's GoPro. And because we've never done this before, we didn't know where to position the cameras and stuff like that. So now that we know that my camera is working good in that spot there, the next race we'll put John's GoPro facing out the back to where we can show you how close the competitor is riding the back bumper of Dillon, whoever that third place may be. And as I said a moment ago, this is the historic Waycross Motor Speedway. So I'm just going to cut out right here and just let you enjoy the sounds and watch the action. And that's the end of the race. Dillon just come under the checkered flag to finish the race. And you'll see him, he's fixing to pull into the pits, and they have to go in and get weighed to make sure that they maintain their proper weight throughout the race. Also, they get samples pulled from their tires. They cut a little piece of the tire off and send it to a lab to get sampled to make sure they're using the proper type tires. So congratulations to Dillon on the second place finish. And again, if you're a new viewer, you know, please give us that thumbs up, or even if you're an existing viewer. If you're a new viewer though, consider subscribing to us. Our channel has a lot of different things. Racing is just one of many. So, but for my existing subscribers, we thank you. And as this video comes to an end, we just want to say God bless to everyone.